This video is sponsored by Wing Technology, your ultimate flight sim hardware solution.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. We're going to crack on with our little mini-series that myself and RC are doing, questioned how can you beat a modern US carrier group? Just to remind you that we have stipulations on this to make this possible. The carrier group, which we consider a realistic carrier group complement, is passing through the Strait of Hormuz, which is obviously a massive weak point. You know, the best protection a carrier group has is being out in the middle of the ocean, no one knows where it is, and having, you know, no terrain near it so it can spot hostiles coming from a long way away. We're in this fictitious thing that has happened in real life once, I believe. These guys are moving through the Strait of Hormuz, therefore they have to be at least within 18 miles of a hilly coast, so we can actually get close to them. In video 1 of Question Mark, we did the first attempts that you guys wanted us to try, and we got some successes, didn't we, RC? We got rockets on target, and we destroyed the carrier.
Yep.
When I say destroyed, you're never going to sink it, but we made it inoperable. The rules are we must land at least 1,000 pounds of TNT on the carrier to consider it destroyed, put out of service, substantially damaged. And the other thing is we can only use 2 times vehicles drivable via me and RC, so you can't just launch another full fleet at it, or you can't just overwhelm it with 30 flankers. You know, you're not allowed to do that in our game. We said here that we wouldn't be able to use subsonic cruise missiles to attack the carrier because we can't program them to go for the particular carrier, which is what we're interested in. They will just go for whichever they kind of lock onto first. But we've had a change of heart. Now we've realised that we can get in nice and close. We could launch some, for instance, RB-04s, or point blank, essentially, and try and take it down with that. So maybe we'll try that today. We can try some Tu-22s with, I think they're ballistic missiles, the Kitchens. We'll have a closer look at that. Essentially anti-carrier, anti-ship missiles. We can try some TV terminal guidance missiles, some 802 AKGs, maybe some SLAMs. Bear in mind this is a carrier moving at 30 knots or so, or a carrier group. It's going to have terminal guidance of some kind. Submarines. I know, myself and RC know very little about submarines, but we'll have a look at that possibility. Coastal artillery. These guys do not have artillery tracking abilities, so they probably won't be able to kill us. And we can shoot over the horizon with RT. We'll try. And we can have a couple of battle cruisers we can try. We can legally do that. I can drive one. RC can drive one. Next is we're going to answer your comments. These are the comments I've picked up from the previous video. I couldn't do them all because there were literally hundreds, so I've just picked out the ones that stood out to me. Isn't the correct answer a long range, and from that guy there, long range anti-ship carrier killing missile? What do you make of that, RC? That's probably is literally what we're going to use for the Tu-22, 100 plus mile anti-ship missile that's supersonic. I mean, doesn't, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't get any better than that.
It can still shoot it down potentially. But yeah, that's probably your best bet.
Watch out. I mean, in modernity, 2020, I think they've got missiles that now literally almost come out of space and go straight down. We don't have any of that in DCS. Yeah. I guess that's what you would call a modern anti-ship ballistic missile. No,
it's all we got.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't be much good. Unless it was nuclear tipped, then it would be good.
You would never hit that. Yeah.
Yeah, you would never hit anything.
Never hit.
No, Scuds aren't designed for this. They're just not designed for it. Next, from Dave by Fault Sheep. The carrier air group would see you coming 200 miles out, and you got 20 plus fighters in the air plus cruisers. It can be done, but you're going to get it to die. I think that's a bit ambitious. I don't know, but isn't having 20 plus fighters out all the time isn't that a bit unrealistic? Or maybe I've got that completely wrong. Maybe they do have 20 plus fighters out all the time, but
flying. You mean as?
Yeah, at any time. During the day and night, this guy says there's 20 plus fighters hovering about.
I can't believe that there's 20 out there.
I think that's a bit stupid as well. Now,
it might be up to 20 on
training
or standby.
It just seems incredibly inefficient. I mean, the planes are so good. Super Hornets are so good. You don't need more than 2 up, 3 a flight at max. Anyway, it's irrelevant. We've made that irrelevant because we are attacking from Oman, just below the Strait of Hormuz. So you can have as many Hornets and AWACS as you up. You can't see us coming through the valleys. So it doesn't matter. Yes, it would matter in the middle of the ocean, but we're not in the middle of the ocean. We're in the Strait of Hormuz. You can have as many planes up as you want. Next, and they're not going to see us coming until we're on top of them. That's the only way we could find of attacking this thing. Rory Shields infect a few members of the crew with corona while they're on shore. Probably would work, wouldn't it? Because they'd just have to shut everything down, or do you reckon they'd just ignore it? And I don't know.
I think that they could probably get through it.
I can then get through it, as long as there's not too many aged people on there. Okay, fine.
Which there aren't.
Roger, that's fair play. Magnus Martensen. Sounds Swedish. The lack of Viggens disturbs. Oh, here we go. Lack of Viggens disturbs me. Robot 04 has a 300 kilo warhead at 600 pounds. RC of Troitil. I mean, let's just say an explosive is explosive. Just land a bunch of them. Well, we can carry 4 Robot 04s on us between me and you, so we can give that a go. The only problem is what we found in our thing is that at least one of us has to sacrifice ourselves because someone's going to die. And what we found is I chuck you ahead of me usually. So that would give me 600 kilos, which is 1,200 pounds of TNT. So I might be able to do it. So we'll give that a try. So we'll leave that one. Use a Gotland-class submarine. It has been done before. I'm not sure what it has been done before because I don't remember Sweden ever destroying every carriers. But here's our Gotland class. So I don't know anything about submarines yet. I'm still to learn. But this is a small ship / sub-killer by the looks of things with a this fancy Stirling engine, so it can operate for a long time without air. Whereas the diesel electric is presumably going to have to, be up and surfaced to an extent for that. But okay, yeah, we will try that, guys. We'll try that. Presumably its weapons are nothing more than modern torpedoes. I mean, yeah, there's no way this is going to have ballistic missiles on board. It's Gotland class, is it? Look, it's tiny. Let me see. Centers armament. Turning amount of naval mines. Okay, mines and torpedo tubes. Okay, let's assume there's a minesweeper going ahead, so let's cut mines out. Torpedoes, obviously, is different. So 6 torpedoes it's got. Okay, we will simulate that. I've lost the sheet. I'll see, I've lost the sheet. Next, James Mitchie. Artillery can definitely be tracked to look up counter battery. Absolutely, yeah. So the radar. I mean, whether a ship's radar would be able to do this, I don't know. Ships are not obviously designed to be hit by artillery because they wouldn't normally go close to the coast like this. But obviously, modern ground-based radars can track artillery shells coming in and trace back the trajectory and then counter barrage with a MLRS or something like that. But one way or another, that is not in DCS, so we'll scratch that. Matt Curtis, JF-17 autopilot set to 0 feet will hold the plane 10 feet, or 10, will hold the plane 10 feet above the water. Ooh, almost seems a bit cheating. With T-pod and laser-guided rockets. Okay, but are you going to get 1,000 kilos of pounds of TNT with laser-guided rockets? What's the rocket got? What, 10, 20 pounds of explosives? I'm having a guess.
Yeah, not much.
So 1,000 divided by 20. You need 50 rockets to beat our criteria on target. I don't think that's going to happen.
A10.
Wish you could do with an A10. Well, okay, well you going to get close to that carrier with an A10.
That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, not gonna happen.
I'm scratching that simply because I mean the idea sounds cool, but I don't think we getting 50 rockets onto that target RC. And I bet they would have very little. Well, I don't really know, but I wouldn't have thought they'd have a massive damaging effect with like a big 300 kilo single warhead. I reckon they kind of pang against the.
Now, are you? This is an interesting one. So we know they have the defenses of the defenses on the carrier. Now, are you going to do like an alert 5s where the aircraft will take off if you get too close?
Yes, I've got that already. As soon as we're spotted, the Tomcats scramble.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And only 4 scramble, but by the length of this mission, that's all they can get airborne anyway. So they've got 2, and they've got Hornets in the air already, and they've got 4 Tomcats that scramble with full missiles. Okay, I'm going to scratch that because I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be able to get 50 plus rockets on board. As I said, they are big warheaded ones, but you only get a few, and you get like 9 per pod or something like that. I don't think it's going to happen. Old veteran. This guy sounds wise already. A sleeper subs lying in wait, hidden at the bottom when you are inside the defense perimeter. Rise up suddenly and fire as many torps as possible. One-way mission for certain. But what? So yeah, that sounds reasonable because if it was down at the bottom with just its life support or whatever it needs, as far as I'm aware, unless a sonar goes like right over it, they're not going to spot that, right? It's making zero sound. Obviously, they have to, they have to have spies and know that this carrier group is coming through the Strait of Hormuz. But I don't know enough about modern sonar to know if you could spot that or not. What do you think about that on the stream, guys? Could you spot would they be able to sweep that or not? Anyway, so yeah, we'll be trying that for sure. Anti-ship missile, including air, sea or land salvos may work. Again, as far as I can see, we're not allowed to do that in our game rules. It can only be 2 vehicles that me and RC drive. So the most we could have is what, a Hornet with 4, what are they called? What are they called, RC? 4 Harpoons. That's 8 Harpoons. The most we can field. Which I don't think that's...
Yeah.
I don't think... Well, we can try it. We'll try it. We'll bosh it in there and see what happens. But I'm... we'll see. I don't know. Jessica Severin. A lady, RC. A lady in DCS. How about that? Since the Su-27 low 5 meters attack with S-25 rocket worked, which it did, just sort of suicide mission, you have try a pair of Viggens. Okay, we've already talked about that one, and we will do that for y'all. True new type. Interesting video. Can you perform these tactics and come out alive? There has to be a way to do it. I don't think so. Could you think of any way of surviving a carrier group, even if you just get chased down by the Hornets that are up at altitude, right?
Yeah.
Roger. Just going back to the stream. Defense systems can detect stealth submarines using 2 methods: sonar, which bounces sound waves off a craft, and radar, which can intensify subtle disturbances on or below the ocean surface and indicate depth of a sub. I'm just wondering, guys, if the subs are on the bottom, whether that still works. I mean, to an extent, yes, because you can find shipwrecks with sonar. So we'll do that. Next, outside the box, fly a Tomcat in front and shoot Phoenix missiles or ADM Tau decoys, then follow up with F-18 AGM 84 ship. Oh, I see. So the ships would hopefully shoot for the Taus, and then my Harpoons would hopefully... Here's the problem with that, RC. The main defense is going to be... I mean, the Sea Whizzes aren't going to shoot at the Taus. The Taus will be up at altitude because they're glide bombs, or glide thingies. So yes, some missiles will be fired at the Taus, the 4 of which we could field, which would be cool, but the Sea Whizzes will still be perfectly enabled to shoot the Harpoons down, presumably. I'll put it as a maybe. The other thing to get really... The other hard thing is the timing, because the speed will be different for the weapons, and it's really hard to get your timing right when we've actually tried this.
Right.
Great video. This shows how impossible it is to attack a US carrier group. My only idea is using more planes in 2 groups. Use one... Okay, that's using multiples. So... Yeah, I'm sure he could. If we had 24 planes, we could probably do this, but that's not in the rules. Daniel Dawn, would it be possible to fly high and fast, toss a laser-guided bomb just out of missile range, so 50 miles away, and then laser the carrier from far away? You need to use CCRP bombing, of course. No, because the laser has a maximum range. Laser bombs are simply not designed for long-range attack. They've got a maximum range of about 10 miles, depending on atmosphere and stuff like that. Though the only way to do that, and the way we've got 30 plus miles with these bombs, is that we would have another guy stationed around a target to laser the bomb in, which obviously they would just get shot down. So unless you had a spy on one of the smaller vessels shining a laser at the larger vessel, there's no way to do that, unfortunately. So that one's out. Derp question, but what about going over like 55,000 feet and dropping a couple of £1,000 or something directly from above? Lots of problems there. I mean, if you're going to drop a bomb from 50,000 feet, there's no way of making it accurate. You can get plus or minus a mile, I suppose. Plus the ship's moving, so it has to be a guided weapon, because you're never going to predict that movement where it's going. So it would have to be a laser-guided bomb, which has the problem. A laser-guided bomb can't even work at 55,000 feet because it's over 10 miles, I think. It's going to work out. 55,000 feet divided by 6,000. I mean, straight up, no, it's not really going to work because the laser isn't really going to reach. It's going to be too unreliable, even if you did manage to get over it. And JDAMs don't work because they can't compensate for a moving target. Even if you could get above the carrier, you haven't got the weapons. You haven't got the weapons to do it. Dumb bomb's not going to work because you can't aim it well enough. So I'm getting rid of that one. Seahorse, easy space lasers. Agreed. I wonder if a laser could do any damage to a ship. It wouldn't, would it? It would blind the cockpit guy at best, I suppose. That's it. So, RC, let's get to work. Okay, guys, for the first one today, it's just basically showing the normal anti-surface or anti-ship weapons are just not going to work. We've got 4 times Harpoon, 84 deltas each, so it's 8 in total. We're going to salvo them off close to each other and just show that it was almost certainly going to be no way to A, select the carrier to be the vehicle that we hit. Well, I don't think so. And B, no way to overwhelm the defences with 2 planes like this. Possibly not even with 8 or 16 planes. I really don't know. Right, anyway, RC, are you ready?
Ready.
Just to show you, we're about 80 miles out. 2 F-18s already airborne. AWACS airborne. And 4 Tomcats will spawn as soon as we come on radar, which is as soon as we unpause. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Right. Air to ground. Harpoon align. I'm going to go low profile with mine, hoping that it's going to be superior.
Okay.
I won't get as much range. Are you doing pop-up or skim for the attack?
Skim.
Alright, we'll try skim. Okay. Mine are aligned. Going over to the air to ground radar. Fleet found, I think. Gonna set my FTT mode. Yeah, I've FTT'd. I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna get my burner on. I'm gonna go to mode. I'm gonna go step, mode, step, mode, step, mode. Okay, all 4 shut up for me. Heading towards the target, which is at 41 miles.
Alright.
I'm going to go as far close as I can and give these things the best chance as I can. We're probably going to have F-18 shooting at us very shortly.
Okay.
F-18's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Meow. Supercap. Oh, RC's gone. Oh, there you are.
I'm here. 23 miles to target.
Roger. And note that this is a moving speed, valued viewers, so I don't have to add any lead or anything. Well, not per se. $33 miles to the carrot. I've not been shot at, which is actually doing well.
You're 33 miles. Why am I 19 miles?
One of us has got our speed wrong, but just carry on and hope for the
right.
best. I think you've got the submarine, I've got the ships, but either should work, to be honest.
Yeah.
$30 miles. What have I actually locked up?
Alright, I've got a lock.
Sugar! Bruiser, 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 and I'm out of here, RC.
Yep, turning around.
Yeah, see you, douchebags. That's not bad. 30 miles, that's what we got last time. That's as close as you can get in this configuration. By using the terrain to get close. Got your missiles out. Nice grouping. Nice grouping. Right. Let's see what happens. SM2s are already out, although that's for you, I think. Oh, how embarrassing for you, I see.
The water.
Yeah, of course you did. Right, missiles are, and I quote, 35 miles out, which something not right with that, because I was 30 miles out when I fired them, so...
I was 15 now, so I don't know what I had
I think
targeted.
I've locked something else. It's a good start, isn't it? Good start to the day. But that's
I got the
okay.
wrong... No, I think I've got the wrong thing, I think, but...
You know, I mean, at the end of the day, they won't attack non-blue ships, so they'll only attack... They'll work. They'll work.
As long as they go that far.
No, because they... yeah, fair point. I mean, they've probably got their radars on now with the new logic, and they're probably looking for targets, and they should find those blue targets. They probably went for that. You see, they're just, if you zoom in, they're just past a ship. We probably fired at that ship, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't see those ships.
I thought the ships were right next to the land here.
So did I.
Realized they were further out.
So did I. But here's the problem, though. As soon as you get within 20 miles or whatever that is, you are saturated with 30 miles. You are saturated with SM2s, and there is simply no escaping that. They fly high, they fly low, they fly whatever. If they'd flown high, they would have got shot about 60 miles away. These are SM2s.
Where are they now? They're on. Oh, they're still medium.
I asked mine to go to low.
I told them to go low.
Well, what is low? Maybe a low is like 5,000 feet. Boom! And boom, and boom, and miss.
Here's the funny thing. I don't see any SM2s on my screen.
Okay, then. W word.
That's a desync right there.
Oh, yours are really low. Yours really are low, RC. Yours are pop, like, low. And they're getting through.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, they just can't beat the barrage.
Look at all those missiles.
They're doing pretty well. Oh, yeah. That got within 15 miles, which is actually not bad. That's with 8 salvoed harpoons. So between us, we can't do any better than that. Right, stand by for next. Okay, we're back. We're going to try traditional anti-ship weapons here. We've got 4 times RB15 Foxtrot models in a pair of Viggens. But as you said, fire when we get really close. That way we can get them past most of the SM2s and select the carrier. Make sure it's the carrier that they go for rather than just spreading out and attacking the group or whatever. So we're starting kind of there to simulate that we've gone through all these ravines and stuff and evaded basic radar. We're going to go ahead, RC, and when we intercept the land, go due north and we should find them. Same as we did with the MiGs. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, just get my trim so I can set my rockets up. I'm going to get attack, and we're in nav mode, and you want Slav SI to F, so we've got a radar altimeter. Right, following you, RC.
Okay, stage 1.
Hold on. I'm going low. And I'm hearing some radar stuffs. Sugar, I've lost you somewhere.
Just coming, gonna pass over this first part of land, bit of land.
Oh, there you are. Roger.
Right in this.
Probably go stage 2 for a bit, I reckon. Okay, missile out.
Stage 2.
On target. Right, just make sure we don't go supersonic. Make sure you're climb just a few meters before firing.
Yep.
Right, aiming right at the carrier. 20 meters, 10 meters, 0 meters. I'm at 0 meters now. Got it nicely trimmed. 10 meters, 0 meters. The rolling missiles can, lower range missiles, they can fire you when you're at 5 meters. But we'll just do the best we can. Still aiming at carrier. Still at 0 meters. Speed check. Back 0.92. Horrible roll to the left for some reason.
I'm firing.
Roger. Just gain a couple of meters before you fire.
Done.
Alright. I'm going to try and get closer.
You go. I just got shot. Oh, both my missiles flew into the water.
Rolling missiles going up. Lower.
You better let it go.
Stage 3. And
Coming.
fire. Let's get the S out of here. Got AMRAAMs. Where are the missiles? There they are. No, they've gone. That's a thing.
Cruiser.
Oh, there's a Tomcat, like. Well, we sunk a ship, RC.
Yep.
Where would look? Oh no, the Tomcat's taken off. Damn it! That's annoying. Let's do it again. I just needed to get closer. I think I just needed to get closer. Okay, I'm going to stage 1. Okay, about 5 meters. Too fast, I've got max attack going on.
Are you over at Mach 1?
Yeah, but I'm good now, I've come off the gas.
Right. At 2 meters.
Roger. Well, I'm settled, so maybe I'll get through. Oh, this is horrible. It's horrible. I'm gonna have to go off burner. Threading the needle. I'm threading the needle. I see those tomcats going up. Stop climbing.
You have a name 20 on.
The rollers are out. Getting down below 5 meters. Below 3 meters. Bugger off, tomcats. That's it. Going full burn. Guns are out. I'm firing. 3, 2, 1. Wait. Missiles away. Jeez, I can't do any better than that. Honestly, it's impossible. Yes, we're gonna get through. We're gonna get through. No, yes.
That's it.
Oh, yeah! Did it!
Nice.
Oh, man, was that hard or was that hard? That is... right, we need the warhead size in TNT or whatever it is of the RB015F, please. Warhead size of the RB015F. Make sure we get over 1,000 pounds of explosives.
According to the altimeter, I was about 2 meters.
Yeah, roger. I guess there's a randomizer in there. Plus lag, don't forget.
Yeah.
So on my screen, you could have been about 30 meters.
Sure.
So suck it up. Right. Yes, he's inoperable. His yellow life. Well, not fully inoperable, but you know, you're not going to be scrambling a. Whoops. You're not going to be scrambling a fleet with a deck like that. I've just got to find the TNT size. An RB15. Stand by.
200 kilograms.
200. Oh no. So that's 200 kilograms. That's 440 pounds. 440 tons is 880. Technically, we didn't do enough damage there, so we would need to get both of us, which I don't think is going to happen because internet lag and stuff like that. But that's very... I mean, I'd say that's enough for proof of concept, at least. So the Viggen can travel very low, as you've seen there, by its design, and it can get under the SM2s, it can get under the rollers, but it can't get under the phalanxes, obviously. So I reckon, you know, given enough goes, we could probably just about get through. What do you think?
Yeah. I think so.
So I don't think we're going to be able to show you that working perfectly, but that's about the best we're going to get. Right, next. Okay, valued viewers, now we're sending a couple of these nuclear bombers in Tu-20M Backfires, carrying KH-22N Kitchens, I think they are. These missiles here, each one's about as big as a Hornet. They're absolutely massive, supersonic, ballistic type missiles that will go up high and then come down on top of the carrier. Going to be absolutely lethal. They are literally designed for this job. We've got 2 Backfires coming through each, which is going to be 6. They're going to be salvoed at once. That's the best within the rules that we've got of doing that. They've got to within already... they've been flying on the deck at literally 200, 300 feet. They've got to within 70 miles of the carrier. Although I could actually make them fire much further away. These missiles will go much further. I just don't want the video to last for too long. So let's unpause and see what happens. Wow, look at that. These missiles are something else. Already supersonic. They're off to RTB. So this is a completely survivable mission. Well, at least I will. I think I'll say, have you crashed into the sea? Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Right. So let's have a look at what these missiles. Let's have a look at what these missiles are doing. 30,000 feet already and 2,000 knots. See what the burner is on. I imagine these have multi-stage engines. 50,000 feet. 60,000 feet. 70,000 feet. SM2s are up.
They go above the SM2s.
Oh, look at all the SM2s coming out. Jesus Christ. This carrier fleet has just gone mental with the SM2s. They are absolutely determined. And this is the problem. You cannot beat a friggin' SM2 unless you're 10 feet off the ground. These are awesome missiles, but they are going to get wrecked. Look how many SM2... And they're still going.
Oh, higher the missiles. Because the missiles...
We're at 77,000 feet, but an SM2 can go to like 100,000 feet. Here we go. Now these are going to rely on their speed. 2,000 knot. Very hard to intercept a 2,000 knot object. To do the calculations to get... Oh! Oh, there you go. Next. Miss. Hit. Next. Oh, there's only one left. Look at that. Absolutely destroy. I mean, it took about, I don't know, £100 million worth of SM2s or more, but we shot them down. There's nothing else. I've got no more control of what those missiles do. So that is, as far as I can see, probably the best anti-ship missile in the game. Just destroyed before they were, what, within 30 miles, something like that. Okay, valued viewers, another interesting idea. The same backfires have got within 20 miles, like the Viggens did, because they've been using this terrain for masking. What if they can now launch these kitchens close? I'm not even sure these kitchens can be fired low, but let's go and have a look. So this is the same scenario as the Viggen, and the MiG-21 and the Su-27. Roger, Big Oz, we'll have a look. Oh, they're not going to launch. I think we're probably too close to use a kitchen.
Yeah, sometimes they're too close. They have to move away.
Yeah. Pretty much answers that. Let's just make sure they're not going to come back. No, obviously it looks like there's a minimum. Oh, yeah, they're coming back in now, look. Okay. The Hornets are chasing them down. And still, this is within the rules, RC. Then the rules allowed. Fire the missile, Gumpfer. Why the heck aren't they firing? They're going to get shot down by Hornets. They're not even going in the right direction. What the hell is Gumbar doing? The missiles are out, missiles are out. Well, one of them fired, the other one didn't. That was some weird ass flying. Okay. So they're not going ballistic, they're not going high this time, they're just going terminal straight away. They're not low enough, look, they're fast. 1,750 knots, which is bloody fast down here. But
Not
enough. The big targets are easy to shoot down. And I don't see anything getting through the friggin' iron dome that is that. Which is a shame. We'll let the other guy have a quick go. All the Hornets may come and bash them. Tomcats are up. They're going to come and do their thing in a minute. Oh, AMRAAMs are out. And... oh, that's not going to be pretty. That's hilarious. Okay, he's been beat. We'll watch it to the bitter end because why not? Everyone likes the bitter end, I see. God, he's really going. Gumpter's really going for it, isn't he? He's like must launch missiles at any cost. He's a true Grim Reaper. And another notchlet. What a friggin' hero! They have such beast aeroplanes. You can see this is what they were designed for. Literally outrunning AMRAAMs. That's amazing. This one's still chasing him, look. Will not give up the chase. Oh, he's dead.
the bitter end.
Oh, SpaghettiOs. Splodge. Dans le visage. Right. Okay, well that failed miserably, but to be honest, that's what I was expecting. Again, the only way of really doing that is if you've got 50 backfires, 3 missiles each, 150 missiles, maybe not quite that much, but more than 6 missiles, and that goes against our brief, so we're not allowed to do it. One more we'll do today then, RC, before you have to go. What if, let's try going above the carrier and then coming back down, maybe even kamikazing, Probably an F-15 is going to be kinematically, maybe a MiG-29. We'll have an F-15 and a MiG-29. We'll go up, try and get above the carrier and go down. It's just, I don't think it's going to work. I think it's a hideous idea. But this is what the valued viewers said to try. Okay, valued viewers, no, this is not going to work, but I want to just prove it to you that we can't go above. You just cannot go above these stratospheric SAMs that can go 100,000 feet, maybe even more, an SM2, I don't know. Even though I've stripped down lightweight version of the F-15 like this, can't do it. Are you ready, RC?
Yep.
Right, power on and go up and hope for the best. They should be directly ahead of us. Right, where's our Mach meter? Okay, Mach 1.5 RC, so we're going really fast. Really fast. They've locked onto us. Because that's what those radars do. Already they're firing at us.
Yep.
But we are still 80 miles away or something. Other than the MiG-25, you're not really going to get a better plane for this, and I'd even say probably F-15 is still better than the MiG-25 at what we're doing at a fast climb. We're 50 miles away now. All the SM2s are up, and they're already at 40,000 feet, 50,000 feet. I'm at 58,000 feet, 60,000 feet. Right, if I can time. Wow, I can see the battle group. Carrier group, whatever. I'm trying to try and get some speed in the bird. How high are you?
62.
Wow.
63.
Yep. Get rid of all my weight.
Getting slow though.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to change what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going for my pull now. Fuck off. I see you.
Oh.
I see you. Aha! You're at 65, I was at 60,000, and no, it's just not possible. As far as I'm aware, even an SR-71 might not have been able to have got over that. Going at 90,000 feet, Mach 3.2. I don't know that for sure, but I don't know. Wow, look at the kinetic energy that's in my, the momentum that's in my body. It's still going. Maybe it'll land on the carrier group, RC. Maybe we found a good way of doing this. No, it doesn't work, Mitch. You can't set them that high. Oh, I just got hit by another SM2. Aha, that took the energy out of my sails.
Yeah, you're just gonna drop like a rock now.
Yep. Right, so there is no going over it. So that will terminate today because our seats run out of time. What we'll do next time is we'll introduce some submarines, we'll introduce some artillery, and start going over some of the other valued viewers' suggestions. At the end of that, the Viggens with the RB-15s just about sort of managed it, I reckon. I know technically it wasn't, but it was very close. The Harpoons, far and close, just didn't work. The KH-22Ns, far and close, just didn't work. And going over it is just not possible. Anything you want to add to that, Super RC?
Nope, I think, like you said, the Viggens can do it
Just
in a coordinated attack. That's about it so far.
Roger. Okay, valued viewers, hope you enjoyed that. Give us some more suggestions, and I'll see you later.